What's up, everyone? It's Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, April 15th, 2023. Before we get to those free picks and those free home run props, gotta let you guys know at Pickdawgz.com, we're doing it bigger and better than anyone else. Got more free pick videos on our channel than you'll find anywhere else on YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed and also take advantage of our free sportsbook bonus offer. The link in the description of this video below. Now, I do love giving out these home run props, these free picks. But if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, check out Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to these home run props for Saturday, April 15th. And before we continue on, we'll take a look at yesterday's, being Friday's results, see how we did. I can tell you we had a nice winning day with these home run props. And, while they don't happen necessarily every single day, if we cash one here and there, that's all well and good. We make some of our money back. But what I've wanted to stress every single time we do these videos, and I will continue to stress is these are not meant to be plays. And you guys, if you've heard me say this before, apologize for sounding like a broken record. This is more for the people who maybe are tuning in for the first time or are still new to this home run prop, betting, point of view, betting strategy. These home run plays are not plays that you're meant to dump your whole bankroll into. These are meant for side action, sprinkling in a little bit of something, trying to maybe make some nice plus money out of a single bet, and then being able to build on those profits and maybe make something of it long term. Especially if we have a great day. Fridays have been nice to us with the home run props. We hit 4 on our first Friday home run prop show. We hit a pair of them this past Friday yesterday. So we're gonna try to build on that profit. But yeah, again, like I said, these are just for some side action, some pizza money, if you will, not to be plays that you necessarily dump your whole bankroll onto. So, but without further ado, we'll take a look at the recap, see exactly where we ended up on Friday. We kicked things off with Brandon Lowe. He went 1 for 4 in the game. Unfortunately, he was the wrong Lowe to homer in that game, as Josh Lowe was the one to get the home run as Tampa Bay took their first loss of the season to the Toronto Blue Jays in that game. But I'll tell you, we went to that matchup between the Braves and the Royals, and we struck gold. We had Matt Olson hit a home run for us at plus 350. He took care of business. He went 2 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs. And we also caught some pretty good value here with Ronald Acuna Jr. He went 3 for 5 with a homer and 2 RBIs as well at plus 500. So got us some nice plus 850 profit in that game alone. If you parlayed them up, well, kudos to you. You made even more money on those two. But then we went to the Angels matchup against the Red Sox. Didn't have a ton of luck here. Shohei Ohtani 1 of 4 at the dish. Logan O'Hoppe, he went 0 for 4 at the plate. And we were value chasing on that one at plus 850. And Mike Trout, Mike Trout failing to come through for us at plus 330. So again, those multiple hit days aren't going to happen every day. They're great when they do, but I think it's also just to be taken with a grain of salt. That again, these plays, these home run props can be very high risk, high reward, and that's the allure of these plays to some people is that the high plus money, it's worth having a couple bucks on a player prop, and the ball's flying out of the park still these days. So definitely worth taking a look into. Now, we only had 6 home run props. I say only because it was a bit of a smaller card of home run props compared to what we've been used to the last few days. We got back to business. I was back in the lab and found quite a few home run props for Saturday's games that I absolutely love. I think we're back up to 9. I'll give a couple of honorable mentions as we move along. So again, you don't just skip through and look at the slides. That's the easier thing to do. And if that's what you're here for, then so be it. But I drop in little Easter eggs here and there. If I see something I like, and maybe I just don't have the slide for it, or something kind of stands out, but couldn't get there with a certain game, well, we drop those in here too. But anyways, we'll get to the picks momentarily. But again, just a reminder: if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Hit that like button. It lets us know that you guys like what we're doing. You like these home run prop videos, our new content. Whether it's any of our daily preview videos or anything like that. Those likes help us out a ton. They don't cost you a cent. If you're already watching the video, you don't even have to miss the sound of my lovely voice. That's all I'll say about that. You just have to hit that like button below. But the main goal of these betting tools, or these betting shows, like these home run prop shows and stuff like that, is just to show you the content that you can get when you use the betting tools at Sports Chat Plays at Pickdawgz. These tools are 100% free. I can't stress that enough. And they give you an added edge, which is all we're really looking for when we're trying to beat the books. You know, these betting tools will give you angles. They'll give you streaks if that's your kind of thing. They'll help you build the best parlay with the best odds and the best trends that are available. You know, they'll help you build a parlay if you're looking for something specific. You can find player props. And those betting tools do, they'll help you find the best possible price for those player props. So if you don't have a book, or you don't have that book that's giving you the best possible price, helps you sign up for one, because that's the biggest edge you can have when you're sports betting, is the ability to shop lines, get yourself the best possible price. It's one of the main advantages that you want to have in sports gambling, and it's sports betting as well, and that's one of the biggest edges you can have that the books can't take away from us. So definitely check those betting tools out at Sports Chat Plays and Pickdawgz. Like I said, they're some of the best betting tools out there, and tools that you will not find the same caliber anywhere else. But anyways, enough talk. Let's get to some of the plays for Saturday. We're gonna kick things off. I kind of spoiled it when I had the little misclick there when we were going over the recap. But I'm gonna roll with Shohei Ohtani at plus 380. I think this is some great value for Ohtani again. Nick Pavetti's given up a ton of hard contact, so much so he's in the bottom 1% of pitchers in hard hit percentage allowed, barrel percentage against, and bottom 6% in average exit velocity. And Ohtani, decent numbers in his career against Nick Pivetta. So I think he's 3 for 6 with a double against Pivetta. I'm gonna roll with Shohei Ohtani here at plus 380. Another one I'm gonna roll with. I'm gonna roll with Mike Trout at plus 270. Again, we're not getting great prices on Mike Trout, and considering he hasn't been clocking out bombs like he usually does. I don't want to say it's a little cause for concern, but I think it's actually very telling that the books are really trying to protect themselves from Mike Trout, because they know that this guy can go off on any given night, and Fenway Park can definitely be hitter friendly, for sure. And would it surprise anyone if Mike Trout smacked one over the Green Monster at Fenway? Probably not. So I'm gonna roll with Mike Trout at plus 270, and we're also gonna roll the same game. We're gonna switch dugouts here, and I'm gonna go with Rafael Devers to hit a home run here at plus 550. He's homered in back-to-back games. The long ball has plagued Angel starter Tyler Anderson over the course of his career. He has a terrible barrel percentage this season. Not as bad as Nick Pivetta, but still pretty bad for Tyler Anderson. So I think there's great value here on Rafael Devers, who, like I said, has been absolutely clubbing it. You're getting plus 550 with something that's already hit 50% of the last 10 games. So I think the value is definitely there with Rafael Devers. Now, one thing I just want to go over quickly before I continue is that some people, I mentioned it a couple days ago, I kind of gave a bit of a quick gloss over on the term barrel, but basically there's a sweet spot, when the launch angle of a batted ball and the exit velocity of a batted ball match up perfectly, and it's more likely to produce a strong hit. Barrels have been responsible for, I read somewhere it was like 80% of barrels were hits or something like that in 2022. But last year, barrels resulted in 45% of the home runs that were actually hits. So there's just a ton of value when you're looking into barrel percentage. That's a big indicator of where the value is potentially for some home runs to be hit if guys are really putting bat to ball. Obviously those are the guys you want to have in your back pocket. But again, if you can catch a guy with some great barrel percentage against a pitcher that loves to give up hard contact, you've got a definite matchup advantage there. But anyways, getting back to it, I'm gonna roll with Yordan Alvarez to hit a home run. Now, John Gray, not necessarily a pitcher that gives up a ton of home runs. He actually hasn't allowed a home run in his career against the current Astros lineup. But Alvarez, he tripled against Gray over the course of his career. And Gray, another pitcher that's giving up a fairly large barrel percentage this season, putting him in the bottom 25% of pitchers in terms of barrel rate given up this season. Alvarez, he homered on Friday. I think this is the first time that Alvarez goes back-to-back this season. So I'm going to take Yordan Alvarez at plus 300. And something that I think this might be the first time I've done this season, but I'm actually going to give out an Oakland A for a home run prop. I'm going to roll with Brent Rooker here to hit a home run at plus 550. It's not often I'm going to give out, an Oakland home run prop, but, he's homered 3 times in the last 3 games, has a 33.3% barrel rate, which is really good in the small sample size. And Carlos Carrasco, he gives up a decent barrel percentage. He gives up a lot of hard contact. And I just think that there is some value here with Brent Rooker at plus 550. Also going to go with a guy that I'm hopefully not too late to the party on, and that's going to be Max Muncy at plus 320. Like I said, I'm just hoping I didn't miss the boat with Muncy, but he's hitting it well. I don't trust Jameson Taillon, and while Taillon hasn't necessarily given up a lot of barrels this season, Muncy is hitting 235 with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs against right-handed pitching this season, and the Dodgers are always capable to go off, especially after being really held in check by Justin Steele on Friday night. So I'm going to roll with Max Muncy here at plus 320. We're also going to roll now to a familiar face. Baltimore, Chicago. We're going to go with Ryan Mountcastle to hit a home run at plus 300. This is a matchup, just advantage for me that I can't go past. Mountcastle's been money for us over these home run prop shows. And Michael Kopech in the bottom 1% of pitchers in barrel rate allowed this season. Part of that has to do with the 5 home runs he gave up in his season debut. Also in the bottom 7% in hard hit percentage allowed. Mountcastle's been on a tear lately, though. He's homered in 3 of his last 5. Leads the Orioles in barrel rate. And Kopech allowing a 400 batting average in his last 10 matchups against right-handed batters this season. Allowed a pair of home runs. I think Ryan Mountcastle could be in a great spot to get a home run here at plus 300. I'm going to stick in that same matchup with our last couple of home run props. I'm going to look at Adley Rutschman to hit a home run at plus 425. 3 home runs in his last 6 games. But what stands out to me from Friday is that he drew 3 walks. And while that necessarily, some people may say, well, what does that have to do with hitting home runs? It means he's being very disciplined at the plate. He's not just swinging away and swinging at bad pitches. He's being very disciplined. He's looking for his pitch. And, I think that discipline's going to pay off eventually. I think it could pay off here. Catches a pitch he likes, clubs it out of the park for plus 425. So I'll take Adley Rutschman for a home run here. And our last home run prop of the day that we're going to look at, again, staying in that same matchup, I'm going to go with Austin Hayes to hit a home run at plus 550. Second on the Orioles in barrel rate. As a right-handed bat, he's hitting 344 with a pair of homers against right-handed pitchers this season. Normally, when you face a pitcher, with the same hand as your batting stance, not always the easiest thing to get hits against like-handed pitchers. But Austin Hayes has really been no problem for him this season, like we said, and at plus 550, definitely worth taking a shot on there. But like I said, those are the home run props we're going to give out for Friday, and I'll do a recap of those. Another matchup I did look at, though, was that matchup between the Guardians and the Nationals. Now, if you're a fan of home run props for any of those guys, be my guest. I would take a shot with some props there. But the problem for me is just that I couldn't find any player props specifically that I was confident enough to lock in here. But you have 2 pitchers in that matchup, in Zach Plesac and Chad Cole, that give up a ton of hard contact, a ton of barrels. So if something stands out to you, there, by all means, go for it. It's just, I like the matchup for home runs. I just couldn't pick out who to key in on those in those matchups for some home run props. But anyways, before I get to the recap, I want to let you guys know, I love interacting with you guys. We had some great, feedback in the comments for Friday's video. Had a lot of guys drop in, their home run props, and I implore everybody, do that. Share your home run props. Do you like my angles, the picks that I made, the picks, if you don't like them, let me know in there as well. If you disagree, agree, what have you. Share your comments in the comment section. But again, if you're going to share your home run props, we're trying to beat the books as a team. Drop those props in there before the games start. Don't help anybody if they come in after the games have already started. So again, make sure you get those comments in. Like I said, let's beat the books as a team. But anyways, we're going to do a quick recap of the plays that we have for Saturday. Started things off with Shohei Ohtani at plus 380. Had Mike Trout at plus 270. Rafael Devers at plus 550. Had Yordan Alvarez to hit a home run at plus 300. Went to our first Oakland A of the season, I believe, in Brent Rooker to hit a home run at plus 550. Had Max Muncy to hit a home run at plus 320. And then we went with a stack of Orioles to close it out. Went with Ryan Mountcastle at plus 300. Adley Rutschman to hit a home run at plus 425. and Austin Hayes to hit a home run at plus 550. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. Helped us on the road to 125,000 subscribers. So we're now on the road to 10 million, as we always have been. But again, thank you so much for your support. Just a reminder, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find this at Pickdawgz Premium. If you haven't already, drop a like on this video. And also make sure you check out these betting tools like I mentioned at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business. Tools you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon.